BT Potter with a big leg will kick off for Clemson. 19 of his 24 kickoffs this season have gone for touchbacks, and we're underway. Returnable for Barden from the 5. He's in trouble, slips down, and lost the football, it seemed, at the 15-yard line. They got it back. So back he came, and what a great decision it has been for him personally and for this very talented Pittsburgh team. Pickett's in trouble and swung down. Back at the 15 by Trenton Simpson, the linebacker.
Again, and initially Kenny Pickett's going to have good time. Credit the Clemson pass coverage. It was zone coverage. It was not man-to-man. And they're able to get to him.
These two teams annually among the national leaders in sacks. Kirk Christodoulou, the punter, the Australian. And a fair catch made by Will Brown. And Syracuse, they open in the pistol. Kobe Pace was the running back. It goes out wide instead. And chopped down immediately was Bo Collins by Marquez Williams, one of the Pittsburgh corners. Instead of 3rd and 1, it's back to 3rd down and 6, 3 minutes in. Pittsburgh rush 5. Uiagalelei way too high over the head of Bo Collins.
It's been a struggle, and the biggest reason it's been a struggle is no big plays. It's too hard to play offense when you don't have big plays.
Will Spires, the punt, and a good one, is better in scoring defense. On the draw, Vincent Davis, the ball carrier. Todd, in our experience, usually when it's strength against strength, it's the other side of the ball that wins the game. Mark Whipple calling the plays for Pitt. Brent Venables, the defensive coordinator for the Tigers. They need a lot of run after the catch. And Melky Stovall, a transfer from Hawaii, and he didn't get to the first down marker. Came up about 5 yards short.
Or play coverage.
Kirk Christodoulou punts again. Better kick this time. Fair catch made by Will Brown as he backpedaled. 2nd and 10. Panthers were showing blitz. Uiagalelei takes off running. Nice cut. And a first down into Panther territory to the Pitt 48-yard line.
He is a north and south runner, which means he doesn't beat you to the sideline, but he does have some shiftiness for a big guy. But he is the most talented guy they have.
Here's Shipley again. Good cut, and he stumbled across the 40-yard line. You will have chances to make big plays against Pitt. They play a lot of man-to-man coverage. Here's Will Brown. Good run after the catch, and he spins ahead for a first down.
That was a good sign for Clemson's offense, that play.
First catch of the season for the graduate student, Will Brown. After the run fake, it's intercepted. Picked off by Damari Mathis. And he runs it back to the 20. Tackled by Davis Allen.
They let him get away with the contact, and Mathis comes away with the turnover.
It hasn't helped the Pitt offense yet. They haven't had a first down. Can they convert on 3rd and 2? Pickett. He's a good runner, as we told you, and he dives for the first down.
That you got to play with a little chip. It's not there. He's a good scrambler. He's particularly good when he scrambles to his right, and he just outruns Skowski to the marker for the first down. I mean, those are two players that play the game. He's very effective throwing the football, much different than when he scrambles to his left.
They bring a blitz. He throws over the middle, and it's caught for a first down. Jared Wayne, the receiver.
But Pitt will do both.
And Banacanda dropped for a loss. Excellent penetration by Trey Williams, the freshman from Windsor, Connecticut.
On the interior of this Clemson defense.
This time after surgery for a torn bicep. Pickett again pressured and throws incomplete. Trying to get it to Lucas Krull. 32 for Pittsburgh. No score, just under 5 minutes to go. Opening quarter. DJ Uiagalelei.
Receiver and quarterback on the same page.
After the run fake, out wide it goes to Bo Collins, and he's dumped immediately by Marquez Williams.
Is very aggressive, a lot of man coverage, eyes right on the play. That was Marquez Williams.
Down Clemson at 38%, 3rd down and 6.
Davis Allen, a big target, number 84.
It's a deep ball, and it is caught. Joe runs under it. And a rare big play of 20 yards plus this season. That's 34 yards and a first down.
Yeah, only their 13th play like that. Now, this is a perfect throw. Out over the outside shoulder. Your receiver had a step on the defender. You're not going to put together 12 and 13 play drives against good defenses. You've got to have chunk plays.
They caught Pitt in a corner blitz. Justin Ross fighting to try to get to the end zone. Brandon Hill wouldn't let go. Mason Trotter, the center, didn't play a snap until last week. On second and goal, it's a touchdown with ease. Phil Mafah. And Clemson is first on the board.
Ball had some hot sauce on it coming out to the back.
Pickett now just 3 out of 8. That ball is a juggling catch by Gavin Bartholomew. He's the backup tight end. They have 2 very solid tight ends.
All those third down plays and earlier drives, they were able to affect him. Those last couple throws, rhythm throws by Kenny Pickett.
And they're finding success over the middle to the running back Vincent Davis there. Swung down by Skalski.
They've got a lot of matchups.
Over the middle again. Kroll has the ball knocked out. And it looks like Clemson has it at the 35-yard line.
Kind of matchup you want. You want Kroll working on the safety Turner. It's a good throw and catch. Turner just doesn't give up on the play. It knocks it out.
And E.T. Rubin, the recovery for Clemson.
In that game last year, there was 5 Pitt turnovers.
It's not going to happen. Clemson with the ball and a 7-point lead. Kobe Pace running room outside. Lowers his shoulder and gets a first down. On the last play of the first quarter. 4 receivers, 2 to each side for Uiagalelei. Pressure up the middle. He got it off, but it wasn't well timed with Justin Ross. 5th year as the starting punter for Spires, his 63rd career game. And another good kick and a fair catch at the 11th. Pittsburgh did not score in the first quarter. Didn't score in the fourth quarter, Virginia Tech, but they were nursing a big lead. They really were just trying to run out the clock. Here's their biggest play so far. Israel Abanikanda out to the 35-yard line. Run.
Very patient runner, and he's got great speed, but he still has patience to wait behind the blocks and make people miss. Pittsburgh, they need a couple chunk plays in their offense.
4-man rush. Pickett stepped into that throw on target to Jordan Addison. He's thrown down at the 40-yard line of Clemson by Andrew Mukuba. Wonder if this might be 4-down territory for Pittsburgh. Here comes a safety blitz. Pickett is taken down back at the 45-yard line. Balin Spector, the linebacker, blitzing.
The back has to choose between 2 guys that are coming, and he makes the choice to take one, but that left Balin Spector with a straight line.
Spector, the Bruise brothers. Now 1.5 sacks on the year for Spector. Christodoulou punts again, and this time they do down it inside the 2, and a big roar from the crowd after they failed to do it at the other end of the field. Trey Tipton was there.
Press on the outside. They come downhill with the linebackers to stop the run.
DJ throws, and a juggling catch made. Very nearly another drop.
If he keeps doing what he's supposed to be doing, he's going to be really something else.
Coming from a guy who was very special himself, DJ Spiller, now coaching the running backs. DJ tried to pull it down and run again. Not that time. He had done that successfully a couple of times already.
Yeah, this is definitely a called quarterback run. You can tell that because Shipley is leaving the backfield to go block, but the pocket, everything just collapsed.
Shipley, first down. He lowers head at the end of the run.
Watch this. It looks like he's coming all the way across, and he's going to circle back and block at the point of attack. They pull the backside guard and the tight end. They get the flow of the Pitt defense going one way.
Tigers at their own 44, leading 7-0. Uiagalelei short set and an incomplete pass. Tried to jam it into Davis Allen. He executed a fake punt at Syracuse last week. Completed a 17-yard pass on 4th and 5. Great catch by Davis Allen. Martin nowhere to go. Tried to return that one. And Vincent Davis, the running back. And he has the first down across the 20.
Got in the backfield for the stop.
Pickett, a beautiful set and throw. The completion for a first down to Jared Wayne. His second year in retirement. With a great job he did with Sparty. Pickett runs for the first down. Under 4.5 to go till halftime. Clemson leading 7-0. Pickett has Addison open and he hangs on at the 27-yard line. He got hit hard in the air by Jalen Phillips. Injured on the play.
Had 3 receivers to that side, and Kenny Pickett saw Addison, maybe got the ball to him a little bit late, but Addison, knowing he was going to take a shot. Addison on a safety right now.
Design roll to the right. Throwing on the run. Corner of the end zone. Addison beats the safety Turner for the touchdown. There's a look at the touchdown. You can hear in the background the referee, Jeff Flanagan. They'll get another shot at the extra point because the Tigers were offside. Scarton. Still a little closer to that upright than Pitt fans would like.
I think they were offsides again.
And he has not picked off as a starter where he left off last year. And he's surrounded by Panthers. Puts it up for grabs and lucky to get away with it. Ross had inside position on Brandon Hill, but it was Hill who poked it away. 4 wide receivers for Kenny Pickett. Pass incomplete, and here comes a flag from center field for pass interference against Trenton Simpson, the linebacker covering the wide receiver Jared Wayne. Good poise in the pocket and a drop. Oh boy, oh my goodness. Uiagalelei dropped it, and then Balen Spector dropped him. Their field goal kicking is a question mark. They've only tried 4 all year. Uiagalelei, first down, shoved out by Nolan Turner, but in Tiger territory inside the 44-yard line. Probably not in field goal range. Tentative rush, almost like they're spying Pickett. He throws, and that one could not be squeezed by Uiagalelei with Barrett Carter, freshman linebacker. Here comes pressure. Picked up nicely. Man wide open! Touchdown Pittsburgh! Taysir Mack!
Great formation. You've got 2 receivers right here. Now, this is a safety, and this is a corner. And Kenny Pickett is going to read the matchup and say, I like my receiver on a linebacker, Barrett Carter, and you can see why. Taysir Mack easily beats him right at the beginning of the route. The protection is there. There's no safety help. And Kenny Pickett with the right decision of where to go with the football.
In the late 80s and early 90s. DJ wants to throw it. And they want to throw him down. And finally they do. It's hard to get him on the ground. He's big Cinco at 6'4", 250.
The rush is coming from. Watch how his eyes kind of go down. Of course, you can't really see him, but you can tell he is not comfortable with what he thinks the protection is going to be.
Uiagalelei 9 for 20, but with a couple of crucial drops, including one that would have been a long touchdown. They go to the run to Kobe Pace on 3rd down and 12. He did not get the first down. And it doesn't look like either coach is going to stop the clock. They're content to go to halftime. No touchdowns, 1 interception. He rushed for 31 yards, averaged 6.2 per carry. Here's Pace, did well to stay on his feet and reach the 40 with a Tigers first down. You saw in the PlayStation stats, the Tigers are 1 for 6 on 3rd down. Uiagalelei over the middle, caught, and it looked to be enough for the first down. It will be on the spot. Justin Ross to the 49-yard line of Pittsburgh. That's a special memory for Justin Ross. Came here to have surgery done by one of the best in the country, and obviously,
oh my goodness,
the pitch is picked off, and it's going to be a touchdown for Taysir Dennis.
A nose for the football. Now he's coming just on a run blitz, but he runs right into the path of the shovel pass, and DJ Uiagalelei just throws it right to him. But Taysir, he does that.
Tough situation for Pumachan to enter. He's thrown just 10 passes all year, completed 7. Rolling away from pressure, and throws short for a first down. Justin Ross the catch.
Right now they've got great field position, although they find themselves down 2 touchdowns after that last turnover. This is what
Pumachan keeps, runs into Pittsburgh territory, got pinballed around. That's a nifty run to the 35-yard line, and Pumachan has to be helped up. Has been called. There's an injured Pitt player on the field. It's Brandon Hill who was involved in that tackle. Shipley, far sideline, first down Clemson, as he slid by the defender and passed the line to make. Stop the Tigers on 3rd and 10. They are in field goal range. Pumachan taken down for a 2-yard loss by Elijah Cansey.
Watch his quickness off the ball. Gets past the center trotter. The right guard can't cut him out, and he's into the backfield.
When we spoke with Dabo Swinney yesterday, 42-yard field goal tried by B.T. Potter is right down the middle.
Helen and her staff.
Kenny Pickett, a long time between snaps for this Pitt offense prior to the half. Whoa! Vincent Davis weaved his way. It's almost like he did so much dancing, he danced himself to the ground there.
On that play, but I spoke with Pat Narduzzi. He told me he knows this will be a 4th quarter game, and he trusts that Kenny Pickett can get it done.
That was top receiver. It's Taysir Mack, the veteran. What a beautiful throw. Severely injured ankle, and clearly he's able to plant and throw with great velocity.
That is helpful to look for.
Pickett throws, caught. Good run after the catch. Melky Stovall to the 25-yard line.
For Pitt on this drive, Melky Stovall, a transfer from Hawaii, another one of those super seniors.
And they have started to do just that. 3rd and 20. Again, they don't try many field goals. Abanikanda, he gets blasted at the 26. He's taken over from Alex Kessman, who was a terrific 4-year kicker for Pittsburgh. And that one is good. He has an attraction to that left upright. Still aggravated about all those penalties that wound up bogging down the drive that ends in 3. Started for your NFL Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Will Shipley on the kickoff return for Clemson. Taysir Dennis took him down. Critical 3rd down and 7 for Clemson. Pumachan lofts one up for grabs and incomplete. He's lucky it wasn't picked off by Eric Hallett. It was basically a punt. Melky Stovall back for the Spires punt. Good kick. Stovall from his own 20. And he goes down right there. Well covered by Clemson. 48-yard punt. Class of 2018. Todd Blacklich's town. Canton, Ohio. Here's Rodney Hammond in at running back. They're without Abanikanda. So Hammond gets his first carry of the day. This time last year, excuse me, Devontae Smith was 60-1. and obviously wound up winning the Heisman, the Alabama wide receiver, Lucas Krull.
This game, Clemson, this is why I came back, to play in this game.
That was after their game last week. Hammond looks to have another first down. Performance at Clemson last year. So you look at the run by Hammond, might have helped Pickett. And
for me, my main criterion is how do guys play in the biggest games? And this is the biggest game Kenny Pickett's played in.
And how about Hammond off the bench without a carry until this drive? He is leading them right down the field.
We talked about the tight ends. Beautiful block on the end of the line by number 7, Lucas Krull, and then a lead block.
An all-time great at Pitt. Will be in the Pittsburgh Hall of Fame. You'll bring your kids here someday and be recognized as such. He throws behind Stovall. This is from 34, the right hash mark. The punter, Chris Taduga, is the holder, and that's good.
They went with their starting quarterback again.
Uiagalelei. Flag comes flying in at the end of the play, intended for a Joe. 9 penalties now against the Panthers, helping this drive along. Clemson moving quickly. Uiagalelei out of bounds, far sideline inside the 20. Bockhorst on the sideline, right knee injury. Will Shipley once again just barely tripped up when it looked like he might get more. Cam Bright might have saved the touchdown. They're on the 6-yard line. Great keep by Uiagalelei. Everybody in blue thought he had handed the ball off.
Got to take care of the football.
He has plenty of time. Now takes off running. Needs the 35. Dives for it. And will wait for the mark. First down. Nolan Turner went launching for him. They were like 2 missiles, and Pickett just did get it.
To his right, he throws more than he runs. When he scrambles to his left, he runs more than he throws, and this is just heroic individual effort to extend the ball past the marker.
This time he handed it off. Vincent Davis gets the first down. Thrown down by Jalen Phillips. As they scored 37 points in Cleveland in a 37-14 win. He's coached for his dad at UMass, and his dad is a terrific football coach, as we've seen again here today. Won a national championship at UMass as the head coach back in 1998, and now perhaps frustration for Clemson
to run this thing out.
On what Pat Narduzzi described as a statement win. Trying to elevate this great program with such a awesome history that was on display fully here today on Hall of Fame weekend. And he has it. They go to 6-1 overall. They'll keep moving up. And statistically, in the college football playoff predictor by Allstate, they have the best chance of any ACC team to be included in the college football playoff.